But people forget, to build a great network, as you heard from Chairman Wheeler yesterday, you need a spectrum. And there's one thing that nobody can dispute is we have more spectrum than any other carrier in the planet, right? So we have a lot of good spectrum. And you know, for the last 2 years, it's been about setting the right foundation. When you look at where our network is today, our network is by far the most improved network, and that's one that we're going to continue to build upon it. If you try to use some of the networks in the US in some cities, you're going to see that there's already congestion, so there is already spectrum crunch. And that's an area where we're going to build a network with the most amount of capacity. Now, what did we learn yesterday? When you look at the Apple's announcement, to me, one of the most important parts that a lot of people don't talk about it is now, when you take video, you're going to be taking 4K videos. Well, that sounds awesome for a consumer, but for a carrier, that means the level of data movement, data traffic that we're going to have by having millions and millions of people suddenly taking out videos, 4K videos, or if you look at the new pictures that you're able to take with the new iPhone, which are those live pictures, meaning it's like a short video clip, so pictures are no longer static. So as you start sharing that, and you start sharing the video, basically you need a network that has the capacity to be able to provide that.
We live in a world that is just unbelievably dynamic, and it's not just the technology transitions, but the geopolitical dynamics that exist around the world, the speed at which economic transitions are occurring, and candidly, the randomness with which they're occurring, as opposed to historically where they were very patterned. I think you look at the geopolitical, the economic, and then the technology transitions, and frankly, the pressure that our customers are under with the potential disruption that everyone is thinking about, whether they're going to disrupt or they're going to face competitors who are going to come at their business model. So we have to move with greater speed. There is no choice. As we begin to connect mining operations, or we begin to connect, automobiles that have been discussed here, these things provide data and insights that allow customers to make different decisions at a different pace. And so my feedback to our team has been, number one, the pace of change is greater than anything we've ever seen, period. And we were talking backstage about just all the things that have happened in this space over the last 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, it's just moving so rapidly that it's more important than ever to listen to our customers, even if they're telling us something that we may not want to hear. The traffic is just exploding, right? We can throw lots of numbers out. We do analysis of this every year, and we think it's going to be a combination. When you think about 50 billion going to 500 billion devices, you have to have different capabilities of how you connect these devices, and then again, release the value of them to both your consumer customers as well as the enterprise customers. So we've got a couple of 2.5 million small cells out there. We got 40 million enterprise and service provider wireless devices that are out there, and we think a combination bringing together licensed and unlicensed spectrum inside the enterprise is an area where we can help to unleash some of this new connectivity in addition to some of the self-optimizing network capabilities we have. So our view is that we want to enable any connectivity anywhere in the world that our customers need to enable in order to allow their customers to take advantage of what's going on in the marketplace.